It's been 2.5 years now since I found this boat abandoned and stuck in the mud of an anchorage in the Netherlands. I had to pump out water to refloat it. The windows had been left open. There was rot everywhere, and with this being a wooden and epoxy boat, it should have been a lost cause. But this was the ocean-going design of a boat that I wanted, and the boat that I wanted to cross oceans in. We took her to a boatyard in a very, very sorry state, and the goal was to fix her up just enough to be able to sail her down to warmer weather. And this pretty much took me 2 years toiling in terrible weather. At times that refit took me right to the edge of my sanity. This year the goal was to get to warmer weather so that I could find somewhere I could do a proper refit before crossing any oceans. And yeah, we've pretty much, not quite, but we've pretty much achieved that goal. But this episode needs a little bit of a preface or a preface, because obviously you saw the last video. I was struggling, it was horrible, I was thinking about giving up. I had another crew member, Mike, come to help out. We were still a bit stuck with rubbish forecasts, much like the previous 6 weeks. There wasn't much hope on the horizon, but we still had a good time fishing. We caught squid, cuttlefish, sort of sailing around, finding protection from all the low pressures. With no good forecast on the horizon, we actually went to Brest Marina, and I was at that point considering just leaving the boat for the winter and giving up. So Mike went home, but then a great forecast came. And warning, this video contains gratuitous autopilot noise. I'm very sorry, but it was incredibly helpful for this trip. Thanks for understanding.
Do you know what you've got yourself into here?
Yeah, because I've been watching, what's his name?
Sam Holmes?
Yeah. Yeah. I am nervous because I respect the sea. I trust the boat, I trust Mahi, I trust you because you knew rottedly careful. And your dad, I am nervous.
It's going to get spicy at the end.
It's going to get funky.
Tomorrow we're going to leave for the Bay of Biscay. You will notice that my parents are on board. We have another crew member, Chris, coming later, who was on board from the journey from Amsterdam. So we have a good solid crew. I was really apprehensive about having my parents on board, you know, because they're a bit old and frail. No, it's not that, it's just I just couldn't stomach anything happening to them. But they were chomping at the bit when they saw me in my hour of need, stressing about being stuck and there not being a good forecast and me starting to lose hope. They said be patient, and they really wanted to come. But I just hope they know what they're getting themselves in for. There's 2 routes that we can take. The preferred route is to go straight to A Coruña, the northwestern tip of Spain. It's 300 miles. The only problem with this route is when you get to that tip, there are very strong winds. It sort of funnels around the corner. We will have, without a doubt, 30 knots of wind, perhaps for the last 24 hours, which is something I do not fancy. Option B is head from here to Bilbao. With the forecasted swell and the wind direction, it would be a very pleasant 300 miles to Bilbao. However, the bad thing about that one is that I will be 200 miles from A Coruña. We're going to leave early in the morning. We're going to get out into the Bay of Biscay, make a decision when we get past the final tidal gate, the Point de Raz. Just look at the swell and see if it's uncomfortable. I'd be happy with either option. I would be more happy getting to A Coruña, but I don't want to put the boat and crew into a bad situation. In the marina here, you can see the marina's full on the visitors pontoon because people are heading across the bay also, and they are most likely going to A Coruña. However, these boats are all 40, 50, 60 footers and they have protected cockpits, way more equipped for this journey. Yeah, it's easy to think, oh, other people are going, so it must be fine. Everyone's boat's different. I voiced it in the last video that I wasn't really happy with the amount of work that I've done to do this sort of crossing. We'll see. We'll get out there, we'll check the swell. There is a bit of a hurricane off the coast of Portugal at the moment, which is causing a little bit of turbulence in the Bay of Biscay. Chris is coming tonight, probably going to shock him, saying that we're going to leave at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, which means we'll have to get up early, but it's going to be good either way. We're going to get down south at least to warmer weather, which is all I've asked for. What are you doing, Dad?
I'm battening down the hatches.
Yeah.
Putting some cleats on so we can just secure this little bird's house on top, just in case we get any. It'll just keep it down, that's all. I think we've done all the other hatches, so just put a bit more heavy duty one on this one.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, seems so.
It's more for, I know it sounds morbid, but if the hull's detached, then it keeps everything airtight. That's kind of the main thing. As soon as my parents confirmed their attendance for this Biscay crossing, I spared no expense and purchased 3 personal locator beacons. So these can be kept on your person, and if you go overboard, you can send out a signal to get rescued. What is it, mitigating risks or covering our asses on that front? So we're going along well, sort of 5 knots, 20 knots of wind behind us. We're actually now going through, or we're about to go through, the Ras de Seine, the tidal gate. Hopefully it won't be too bad because we're going a little bit late, so it should be around slack water. It's probably an hour after slack water and then it's coming against us, so that might be a little bit funky. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to getting through there and just getting into the open bay, and there's just no landmarks to worry about. It's just blue water and it's just managing the sea state in the boat and in the sea conditions, and you're not worried about rocks. The Point de Ras was a little bit rockier than it is out here as we've got through it. It's really calmed down. We're actually flying with the main and stay sail. I mean, there is 22 knots of wind, but we're doing like a really steady 6-7 knots, which is crazy. We've still not decided which way we're going to go, whether we're going to go to A Coruña, Gijon or Bilbao. I think if the sea stays like this, then we'll probably just go to A Coruña or Gijon. I was worried the sea state was going to be rough out here. There's a forecast 2.5 metre swell from the west with the northerly winds. It could just be that we're shadowed by the Ras de Seine, but if it stays like this, this is really comfortable, really nice, absolutely flying. The wind's going to pretty much stay the same and die down a little bit tomorrow, which also the swells should die down as well, so should be pretty nice. But yeah, it's nice, it's cool. I'm going to try and get a sleep. I didn't sleep much last night, but yeah, I do struggle to sleep when on the passage, but you really don't have much choice when doing a 3-dayer. But yeah, alright, all's going well. Feels calm and nice.
I usually only take them if I have like an overnight in a taxi or a bus or something like that.
Got the pills.
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Sleeping pill, thanks Chris.
Let's not put that on camera because it's gonna slow down the sails. Yeah.
Yo! So me and Mum are on watch. How are you doing?
Really cold. Dare I say I'm enjoying it?
Yeah.
I've never seen waves this big,
No.
and there's quite a lot of swell, but I just think Mahi's so comfortable, and she slices through the water like a hot knife does butter.
When we catch a wave and go down, we're going at 9 knots.
It's like being on the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So far, so good.
It should calm down a bit from now. I think the rougher bits is the start and the end. Should be pretty calm tomorrow and Tuesday.
Chris has gone down through his sleep, hasn't he? And Steve's just struggling with seasickness, isn't he, your dad?
Yeah.
He'll be fine. He's a machine, is your dad, isn't he? I mean, it's not calm. I'm not going to say it's calm.
Definitely seasickness inducing.
Yeah.
I think because I'm Capitan and adrenaline's flowing, I don't get the seasickness. You're hardcore.
Hardcore.
You've been making cups of tea.
Like this.
Yeah.
We all have a little jobs, don't we?
Yeah. And we're strapped in.
Oh yes, we're strapped in. We feel like prisoners everywhere we go. Being very respectful of the sea, aren't we?
It's about to go dark and it'll be dark for about 12 hours.
Ooh.
The conditions should ease, but we're going to go over the continental shelf 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
But it should be alright. We're really flying. 7.6 knots right now. And that's the slow bit. At about 2 AM we got to the continental shelf, which is where the Bay of Biscay goes from 100 metres to 4,000 metres. So there can be a lot of swell there when you have the southwesterly swell pushing up against the shelf. It creates standing waves, or if you have like a westerly swell. Luckily last night it wasn't too bad at all. But now we're in deep water, 4,000 metres, and we're cruising along. It's a lot calmer today. I'm actually fully strapped in all the time, same with my parents and Chris. This shade of blue water is it's like the deepest blue that I've seen. Obviously I've sailed in the Mediterranean, sailed coastally around the UK and everywhere, but yeah, it's amazing. It's beautiful. But yeah, everyone's doing well. We're just cruising along. The wind's a little bit at the beam, and we have a bit of a swell coming from the winds yesterday. It was really strong wind yesterday. For the last 24 hours our average speed, well, I checked last night and it was 5.9 knots, which for an average speed is really fast for me. We've been making such good progress. I think we've done 150 miles already. So we're going to go to Gijon, which is sort of direct down. It misses out the 30 knot winds and crazy swell outside A Coruña, and we can just make our way down the coast from there, or well, just see what happens. But yeah, my dad was feeling pretty seasick, but he's doing good today, and they pulled out a really good shift. There was a lot of fishing boats at the continental shelf because obviously there's a lot of fishy activity there. We had to keep a good watch from 2 to 6 AM. Now we're cruising along. I've got 2 lines in the water. I really want to get me a tuna. Hopefully we can pull one out of the bag. Sun's shining, it's quite warm. It should be a nice day of sailing. They're like little garfish.
Oh, they are, yeah.
So we're putting up the Yankee and we just found
Really cool fish.
really cool fish. Oh, they're not baby sailfish or marlins.
A little bit marlin-y.
Scales.
They must have been there for a while, huh?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go. Doesn't feel big, but now it feels a bit bigger.
Okay, now it's turning a bit heavier. Oh baby! Tuna!
Tuna?
You got it. No!
Oh no!
It's gone?
Came off.
Was that a tuna?
Yeah, it was a tuna.
How big?
It was about that big, but they're quite chunky.
Wow.
Ah! Oh well. Try again.
Let's get another one.
Oh Jesus! Look at the size of that. The hook snapped. Yeah. Chunky monkey. Beautiful.
Oh, that's a big fillet.
Yeah. Well, in case anyone's interested, if you use this kind of squid looking thing, tow it behind your boat, I don't know, 30 metres off the back of the boat. Yeah, it works in the Mediterranean as well. I've caught tuna there with it. To tell if you've got a bite, we just tie it on a piece of elastic and then you just keep an eye on it. And if the elastic's stretched, then it means there's some weight on the end. Get one of these little squiddy jigs. They float on the surface and tuna love them. So typical me, I bought an MPPT charger for the solar a while ago, but I didn't fit it because I just kept forgetting about it and I'm a bit lazy. We've had a problem with the battery just get going flat because it's constantly running the autopilot, which is doing really well by the way, and the AIS and the VHF. Just before the sun goes down, we're gonna fit the MPPT. I've actually been using a car battery charger to keep it topped up using the Bluetti battery bank. Dad's just fitting it now. It's just silly, it's just foolish. Yeah, hopefully it will keep the battery topped up, especially during the day, because the little 100-watt solar panel I've been using for it doesn't, I don't know. Also, this new MPPT charger is Bluetooth, so I can check exactly how much solar's going in. You ready for your shifts tonight?
Yeah.
How did you enjoy your shift last night?
Yeah, it was good, yeah.
It was,
Saw the stars, the Milky Way.
looking back now, I can say it was probably really quite rough.
Yeah, it was funky, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was funky. Today's a lot calmer, but do you know what it is, Mark? James Warren's a genius. I just felt so safe. Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like Mahi just moves with the water. You say she's not the fastest, but I feel like
So she was the fastest last night.
She did 9. It was over
Well,
9 knots at one point. She just feel like she's flying, but you just feel so safe.
Well, it should be a bit calmer tonight anyway.
No, it's funny, but when you're on night watch, you're just so alert and watching out for, because there were a couple of big ships last night, weren't there? But being alert keeps you awake. But me and your dad are both used to working shifts, so bring it on.
You know.
Have mine, Steve, I'm not going for.
Bedtime for 4 hours. It was a really uneventful night. going quite slow at 3-4 knots. We're about 70 miles off Gijon. It's going to get a little bit more interesting today. It's going to be picking up 25 knots and in the night, and because of the amazing progress that we've made, it means that we're going to arrive at night. So the idea was to leave in the morning from Brest and arrive in the morning, for it to take us 3 days, but because we were so fast, it's taken us half a day less. It's going to be a sketchy night entrance. Done this sort of thing a couple of times before, so it should be alright. Just waiting for the wind to pick up. Once it does, we'll haul the Yankee down, just go stay sail in main, and then when the 25 knots picks up, we will reef the main as well. This is how I sleep, in nasty anchorages and underway. Noise cancelling headphones on, just because any sort of strange noise sort of distracts me, and I always just think, oh, what was that? Or is it getting rough? Is something breaking? If I block out all the noise, you have to just, I think, you have to just submit to fate. Submit to destiny. Blocking out the noise helps. Just taking a little nap. I think it's going to be a late arrival. The really strong wind hasn't kicked in, so yeah, if it stays like this, should be very relaxed, but it probably won't. Alright. Dad?
Brilliant, yeah, we're enjoying it, yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean the first 24 hours weren't so clever because I were quite seasick, but seem to have got my sea legs now.
Yeah, it is quite choppy now as well.
Oh yeah, but no, so I didn't eat anything for 24 hours because everything that I ate came back up again. So I had a friendly bucket with me for the 24 hours, but now everything's good. Yeah. Really enjoying it.
A bit warmer now, isn't it?
It's a lot warmer, yeah.
Even though we've got our jackets on.
Yeah. It's quite a bit of a wind and swell blowing, but wind blowing and a bit of swell, but it's fantastic, yeah.
I don't know the terminology. It feels a lot smoother, but it's not for the faint-hearted.
No. Well, I know, sit down below.
Yeah. Bit of a conservative move, but I put 2 reefs in the main. The top of the sail wasn't doing anything because it was a bit overpowered, so I depowered the main when it was full and the top wasn't really doing much, so we're more efficient now, but we have slowed down. Well, still going 5 knots at times, which is all we need, but the wind is set to pick up, so I'm sure it'll turn to be a good decision. How was it up here?
A bit wet.
It was crazy, wasn't it?
It was a bit crazy, yeah. It was a bit, a few waves coming off the top and that, but yeah, it was good like. I think the boat handled it well.
Yeah. How was it down there?
I felt like I was in a tumble dryer, but do you know what? I never felt any fear. Well, I'm so proud of all of you. Honestly, Mark, you've produced a very, very safe boat.
Yeah,
because
I mean,
that was funky.
That was funky, man. That was definitely the roughest I've ever been in this boat. In fact, it's the roughest I've ever been in. I had a few proud moments. We're not there yet. We need to. We're a couple of miles off. But yeah, I mean, apparent wind, because we had to go close hold, was 30 knots at least. Waves coming over the front of the boat. A lot of people say about the exposed decks on the videos, and I completely agree. Definitely now. I never seek out these kinds of sails. The boat, the design of the boat, the hulls, the way she handles big waves. She cuts through the water, so you don't get a lot of bouncing around. Or you do bounce, but it's a very soft bounce. But yeah, I have a lot of work to do to make this all-weather ocean-going boat. So that's what I'm gonna do. Right, we just need to get into the marina, get tucked up, and celebrate with some good sleep. Oh shit. It looks stuck.
Go back up again.
Oh.
Let's celebrate with a brew.
We made it. Not without trepidation. It had everything. It was brilliant. Alright, time to sleep. It's been good, France.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
Welcome to Spain. Welcome to summer.
Well done, well done.
Happy anniversary.
Thanks very much.
I nearly choked on a papa
Tapas fritas, bit of tapas. Oh yeah. We're in Spain. A lot of you guys will have followed me or followed us on the AIS through marine traffic. Yeah, we had less than 3 days to get to Gijon. The last 3 days have just been beautiful weather. And it's a beautiful town. It's actually, there's quite a lot of, well, it's quite a big city. They've got all the amenities, just a great sense of achievement. The sky is absolutely amazing tonight. Wow, look at that. As I've come to edit this video, I realised I hardly got any interviews or footage of Chris, who was an incredibly important crew member because he knew the boat already, really calm in funky situations, and because we had me, Chris, and then my mum and dad were one team, and it meant that we could have 4 hours on and 8 hours off. I really struggled for sleep, so when it was my time to come on, I'd poke my head up the hatch and be like, everything okay? And he'd just say, go back to bed, go back to bed. It meant that I was very well rested. Yeah, all 4 of us, we had a really great time. But yeah, I just want to say a huge thanks to Chris as well, who didn't get much airtime in this video. The Naughty Necked Autopilot, huge shout out. Actually, that was the 5th crew member, probably one of the most important ones, because it just kept a really good course the whole time. Yeah, absolutely no problems. So if you are interested in this sort of system, there are different types. If you use the code WildLing10 on the website, you'll get 10% off, and I also get a cheeky little cut as well, so you're helping out the channel as well. But it works really well. The plan now is to just sort of continue while the weather's good. I'm not sure where I'll end up this year, if I'll be around A Coruña or even further, we'll see. Just gonna play it by the weather. But yeah, I've had a little bit of a season extension because the weather's really nice here. It's still October, and I think October should be pretty nice. It might start getting a bit cold in November, December, but we'll see, because obviously I don't have proper heating or anything. So yeah, just absolutely elated that we made it this far. And yeah, the idea is to find eventually, maybe this year or next year, a boatyard, and I'd love to do another year of refit, because I wouldn't really want to cross the Atlantic with the boat like this. There's still loads of bits of rot and stuff and things that need to be done, and I will go over it probably in a video properly, because there's just so many little things that need doing. I think from a video perspective, everything looks pretty good, pretty neat, but when you get up close, you can see that there's she is still very rough around the edges. But also I have my visa to worry about as well. That expires next June, so I need to get some sort of residency card. So there's a lot of things up in the air, but hopefully I can find a place to settle at least for a year and give Mahi her final form. But yeah, huge thanks for watching. Please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe, but a huge thanks to my patrons. The names coming up on the screen. You guys have been following me. I've been updating you while I've not been uploading a video. Yeah, your guys' names is coming up on the screen. Thank you so much. And yeah, season extension is in effect. We're gonna continue in a couple of days down the coast. Probably some more nighttime sails, hopefully more fish. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So I hope you tune in for those. But yeah, thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.